Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea, how Chelsea beat them. And if you just imagine if along the line there's an Inter Barcelona again. Oh, and I want that kind of stories, you know, those kind of games, you know, Barcelona, Chelsea. Now, oh, Fifinya the opena obia, come Antonio, come on. Ana, Mayu Kobu Brazil FNO and some no Mumfa Ancelotti bra. Maybe Mayu need a figure like that. Ko ye patapasem ne Ancelotti ne kache se wasa. Baby here doing the Elisa Oba. Probably my Manchester and yet Ten Hag mo. They need Ebi Obisa. That was how wild my thinking got to. Maybe I'm actually could do it. I don't know. Me share game no. Me my uni, but I was frozen in my seat. And I was asking myself, say, Tim ni gunu ni enter for Frana. Because Rich, what is happening to Manchester United? Yes, we have done analysis, but Rich, some of this doesn't even make sense. And you who the kind of contest in a perspective, on find shame to explain it. Now, Rich, a team to say Manchester United have gone 29 games and counting. Omunya back-to-back wins. How? 29 games. Manchester and Shea and Sanchez to us to say when you're back-to-back wins. Now, team no ever seen ne omudi going to mean coming to them.
You're from say Greensby said dear and dear me. Then game is me because Greensby dear see show. You want a million notification say. Quick,
one.
You be cook for no. Say moon ya say. And I'm so no I'm going game no.
Make sure game and say go flash it too. You watch the goals and you can purely blame the players.
Yeah.
Especially Onana. Second goal.
Yeah.
Now let me stay with the goals, you know, because I'm already can't be. In one of the post-match interviews, you know, and I present an episode and say, Onana saw another more, or say, no Onana problem. Say, only 40th team ever, your keeper shouldn't even be exposed. And I agree with him.
Sure. Your keeper no good as the defenders.
Yes. Any can say about the keeper. Rich, we've watched games in Copa del Rey, Carabao, big team, any 40 Biba. You hear the commentator say the goalkeeper for the big team is on a holiday. So for Manchester United to play a 4-tier team, now who is Johnny Kwakobisa coach say Mukipa Nasano. I'm already say sa question na Ubisa Nimpuri. It doesn't make sense to him because under normal circumstances the goalkeeper shouldn't even be seen our football cameras in him. Then United had to crawl back in Buemo, Harry Maguire. Rich penalties. Ya ba mo bi ha body dey wie. Ni asaba back. Then a 40th team managed to have their composure. After say obi abobi no masa back ese. Then him mo bono no dey kobo ba no.
A year from.
And look, movie a game now. That is where my concern is. I think the players spoke really loudly about what they want today. That is the coach throwing the players under the bus. Something has to change. And you are not going to change 22 players again. It's hard to face everything. We move to the next game, then we have time to decide things. Amorin on the IT before they didn't go on. And see the famous interview now on social media, no, there was Amorin talking to IT before. No. Marriage. If a coach after that abysmal performance, the first words and they say players no ekasa no ano edin with omo performance no give you na, what is he trying to say? Especially when he goes on to say but untimi change 22 players e wo team nim.
Nti ono nko. When you 22 players nko kwa. Me problem ne say e dey na Manchester United ensign. Still now we are not seeing change. They've been changing coaches. Yeah. They've been transferring players. They've been buying players. They are doing. There will be a year in normal football to react to a situation. They've done all of that. Yesterday, Premier League this season, Man U win a match. Then their third game of the season, EFL to a fourth year, Man U out. Maybe in the long term. Sad defeat could be a blessing in disguise. Because Rich, me say, for Man U to have any dream of starting to be qualified to the Champions League, I also reducing the number of games of the competitions. Then concentration in main ones, and to probably EFL could be a blessing in disguise. But we super catch us Team sebi I work crisis say EFL so na ultimate winning. No one your trophy be to bring some lights inside that room on them. What is really happening to Manchester United? Our next game here, Bob Burnley. Another low block team. And we a team now. You said any ball carry up Bia. Intimate tormenting your opponent. Game now, a bonaze. It's in a park and it's only able to be keke. And then so we defense now very, very vulnerable. And Conforno can at a point no more defend it because now the match 2. The NCT back now.
Of course,
yes, no more can't be. And anytime beyond Bajubo Biano, which means a defense, bassa. Very vulnerable. And the man go you.
My you is.
And the man go you. And no, me down my was asked, what is the problem? Yes, toxic environment. Toxic, you are coach who was of what's our problem. You have 2 players amount. They beam, yenya beam. You be result.
What do you say? A Tommy Junior, ma, only my dear baby team rich. It was so wild. Me catch him, say, me who answer Maka. I say, Anna, my young kubu Brazil FNO and some no mumfa and Chilotin bra. Maybe man you need a figure like that. Call ye patapasem ne French lot in a catches massa. Baby doing the Elisa Oba. Probably my Manchester and yet Ten Hag mo. They need Ebi Obisa. That was how wild my thinking got to. Maybe imagine you could do it. Now you see. And Kobbie Mainoo so nya bi boy. And he was part of the team that lost. Yadika be din komo say Abrante no as a playing time into a person Kobbie for analyze the situation. Into nye na ne became there can I just mention them then we ye ne ekoyenim. Rich. The latest on Kobbie and they say Kobbie abusianfo say they are disappointed in Amorim for going out to say Abrante must fight for the position. Now only Bruno and every position. Until the obey will train the betcha say whether also boy ahead of Bruno and as a manembo. Rich. And can a normal circumstances say coach say pre-position. Now what you say oh now was over bar. A second bad statement. But Kobbie abusianfo say who young player be say Kobbie will team more. Do you hear a guidance and a counseling? And because still I cry what it's in. You don't go public and say, Masa, Shasona training ye, ne fight for position. The moment you speak to a young guy like that, it's just one Kasakano, you don't even value him that much. And for them, and some of us can say, look, coach bia ni wa o pe player o ye young na o future onimu na obeka say a simple case of just fight for your position.
A player that was 3 Lions.
Yes.
England team no movie.
And he is one of the future of Manchester United. What at the end they prevent you to go and say, look, the guy has a long future with us. He is very much part of my plans. Me what the match shamano onya botrem fa mame. Na only nyina yen kambom ni enko. Oh, like there are some way you can say things for someone to feel important even though you are not using player now. And that is what Kobbie Mainoo are telling the Athletics here. Say, look, you don't just tell a young guy, simply go fight for your position at our training grounds. In Tianura, and you remember 738. And those trusted sources in Italy, I say, Napoli, I call to Manchester United. Say, what the Kobbie situation, it's here. Nti situation it is saying ati say some tono so be ba on physical saying embra so Napoli has started say inquiry and Rich I am happy for sad news because it seems as washa Antonio Conte say okotim bia na owini league ni we are ade ba ko e man tie Johnny free team nim e say ogidi say the more more tournament no the more you have to give him squad depth and normal ekoye e dia mano now Rich unim. Why will Kobbie Mainoo leave Manchester United and say me joining Napoli? Because in Pempri, so when Napoli team nima in their midfield, untimin to Inguisa, untimin to the best player in the Italian Serie A last season in McTominay, and now they have a new number 10 in Kevin De Bruyne. And to come FIFA was so CEO, but Kobbie Mainoo himself so he will not be treated simply say go fight for your position. But you'll be giving the guidance and probably you be share playing time there, man. No, so it's media developing. Rich, that is the latest on our brand here. Your friend Kobbie Mainoo. Look, you see Chelsea prefer me Lopez, you know. When you say news, they start saying. I thought that in my experience as a sports journalist, no, it was one of those news in a back in the system when club will be a player. Now I said. Nkomona Staley na opeso ohenya nkomo ni mu a then he come from another angle say nkomo na enimu de say mumfi ya ye ko ba bi fufuro enti I thought so Chelsea pe Xavi Simons but as a channel that transfer no yetimi ko be 2 weeks kan ye nka wan say ye ho na bibi abane abeka so I thought Chelsea wanted to move in with Femi Lopez say be ye be ma Xavi Simons akeka no ho say chale man famia Timini kwa play afufro. But Rich, the moment the Spanish media puts Femi Lopez on the front page of Mundo, now a mobile story about him there, then it means and not just an instigation, any rumor. It is something that is being discussed at the Spanish media level. Now, what is Mundo saying? Mundo say Barca stance is simple. There are only 2 things, Ebema Barcelona, Aton Femi Lopez, and the Chelsea. Only 2. Number 1, player na kasa mekanche Barcelona say me pesa me go. Number 2, Chelsea must pay 70 million.
Take it or leave it.
Simple.
Amon kasa mo tono.
Yen kasi eton.
Mo na mo se mo pay.
Enti o wana player no be bode ko office mu kokoko. Yes, come in. Oh, for me now pay there wa ha. Boss, me pesa me go Chelsea. Okay, and the Chelsea for more offer, offer na ye peno. We want the offer to be 70 million. So much me somebody or more able to me atono and the more tia. L'Equipe Edna Noato reports in Italy. And I'm referring L'Equipe because Nkuku is French. And when the French also says indeed it is happening, then it is happening. Rich, team of AC Milan has lost midfielders. They lost the best midfielder in the Italian Serie A, Tijani Renders to Manchester City. And they've lost João Felix. They toss a game fat, but I'm fat. And it's Unya Renders and João Felix every team Mukwa. Rich, you need to beef up with team in the midfield no. And then TIA said they've agreed and then Thursday they will improve the new paperwork. No, not what me about agreement. And say 37 million plus add-ons. About your friend in Kuku, I set to join team. Your friend AC Milan. Now, Rich, say in Kuku joining AC Milan, something interesting will be happening. Obejedi say in Kuku free RB Leipzig. And Leipzig cover as Jamie Simons ever said a 9 as RB Leipzig number 10. Now in Kuku free Chelsea. And NCA and say and now no power. RB Leipzig co training is Jamie Simons in you. We are for playing about London.
I see.
Say Massa. And me catch you, me say me.
But there's what I be share Tottenham for no.
Yes, it's something we are for playing about London.
Okay.
So London want a chance, want a Tottenham war. And see now, I bet you probably may think, say, look, so me tell Germany why this thing is going to be a long story. And transfer and Kwana Aircon here. Rich, so our coach Chelsea there, then it means it's a merry-go-round. In Kuku left, he came in Kuku left Chelsea, then probably obey me Abemo Ewo. And I draw on the mini shaker. Or China Baby analysis in
no problem. Infamy.
Kakra me work and say, Rich, me bompa so Yankupo be grant to be our wish at the Amano.
Na Chelsea Barcelona.
If that is the wish.
Yenya Chelsea PSG.
Rich, I want us to have an exciting
games.
Like Champions League season.
Okay.
Where where the games will be exciting, where the stories in the game will be exciting. Rich, can you imagine another Paris Saint-Germain Chelsea game? Because Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea, how Chelsea beat them. And you just imagine if along the line there's an Inter Barcelona again. Oh, and I want that kind of stories, those kind of games, Barcelona, Chelsea. Now, Fifinya the open will be come Antonio, come on. It's Rich.
That's it.
Never try and then you read. Mamma Mouse, I'm cold, Bina, Yambre Fina, Yemedim Comona, Mouse,
After 4:35 there.
Na, can create all.
I need who drawn baby you could see.
Rich. You be who drawn baby
nearby, near baby who come on.
You be who baby a cuskina, my main cassa same way. Again to your pain. Last season, Champions League. Me jina de bia me analysis ana maka say mo meka mo ana me refer to winning 50 say you are not feeling the Champions League no. Ya boss season e. You see another season. Now 50 is part of feeling no. You are not part.
I mean, Division 4 Grammy Division.
Rich BW D
Division 4 Grammy Division Champions League them doing one day.
DC F29 BWD8 DC F29 BWD8 E079A BWD8 E560C, then the last one BWD8 E9054. See, these are the best way course, and the 4 nice Europa League games, nice Conference League games. And they are very, very nice combinations because games in those also sorry because there are a lot of games. It's far now what me at the area. So when you pick our tactical board, no so over me handle our X and I say Facebook and baby over social media. You can pick them to me at the area.
And the O2 PSG Chelsea again.